Hey everyone, happy Monday live on the chat. Here we go, finally. So hopefully everyone's having a good night out there. Um, all right, got some comments in here already. Got Bill Castle saying, hey. Got Mr. Shades Trains, Nathan Poole. Take your time, Slacker Lanford. I don't know what that's all about. Cat Hill, what's up? How's it going? Nathan Poole, some coffee. Yeah, if I drank coffee, I wouldn't be able to go to bed for work tomorrow. So definitely not happening. Um, But no, I got off of work not too long ago. I had to run up here and get ready for the stream. We also have Rail Chief in here, Whitmore's Trains. Hello. So, working really hard on the layout. I've got more stuff to the right, as you guys can see over here. What's up, Delmarva Northern? How's it going? Uncle Salty, what's up? Trayman 1993. And we are on time tonight within a minute, I think. Within a minute or so. So I'm glad to say that we're on time. But yeah, guys, I'm working on this section of the layout to my right. So you got the fill station plugged in, or a gas station, whatever. Put LED lights in here to help prolong the structure, and it looks fantastic. And also, we countersunk that in and all that. We'll get to show you guys that a little bit later in the stream. What's up, Scott? How's it going? Yeah, I've been working really try again, and also some projects. So got a whole area of the layout that I would like to finish before Christmas time so I can start filming some Christmas tutorial videos. Template, not tonight, not tonight. I set up a really nice train tonight. I took all those old reefers off. You can see some of them here. I actually worked up here for about 25 minutes or so before the stream, getting cars together. I had to run up here from work. I got off of work at a decent time. I just got caught up in traffic, and the time I sit down to like take a breather, and still in my work clothes right now. I'm still wearing my work shirt from today, so didn't really have a lot of time to prepare for doing anything too crazy for the live stream. But I did put a set of diesels on our layout today, and we're running my Western Maryland ALCOs. This week kind of stuck with me all week. Someone asked, do you actually own any diesels, or do you hope it blows up Borg? You gotta calm down, dude. I don't that's just like it's whatever. But anyways, so basically I got home after work and started working up here on stuff, set up the set of diesels. I made like, how many cars you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, at least 14 cars or so. So I had to swap out some stuff and basically make space up here so I could easily maneuver the layout and also not like just have stuff sitting out everywhere. So as you guys have seen from like the first couple streams, the work area of the layout has been pushed out from the sides into the center where my my yard's at and all of that. So the next plan is to start working on the town area, try to get this area set up here before Christmas time so I can do a little bit more, because I've got some really cool car tutorials I'd like to work on, some custom stuff, and I don't have any space on my desk right now. So we are slowly working on getting this area set up to my right. Once this is set up, I can then add the extension to this that I've been talking about for weeks now. But, you know, have this come over to extend the layout and basically get a decent review video done. I do have a new engine. I picked up the new MTH Christmas engine for this year. It's Rail King, but it looks really cool. It's got a lot of cool features to it. It's a Christmas train. I just did not want to spend. The other option was to purchase a like ready to run set for Christmas, because I currently do not own a Christmas set. I own a Polar Express, like one of the conventional ones. So what I wanted to do is actually buy a Christmas engine to run, but I honestly did not feel like paying that amount of money for a ready to run set that may have issues. I'm not too keen on Lionel's ready to run sets anymore. They're really, really cheap. Just I've had problems in the past. So rather than doing that, I bought a decent Rail King engine that should last a while. So I'm excited about that. So that's on the shelf right now. I did a couple shorts with that engine. It was a Lionel Christmas. What's that? It's an ES44 AC or something like that. So it's pretty cool. Let's see. We got some more comments running in here. Are you going to decorate the layout for Christmas time? I probably will not. I'll actually have a under tree layout. I want to do a video on that, or an under tree, not a layout but display. So that's part of my videos I like to do this Christmas time. But yeah, let's see. Dathan Pool. That's dedication. Yeah, there you go. What's up? Possibly run it. I don't want to run it too much. This set's like super heavy. I've got like 2 die-cast cars in here. I totally forgot I had die-cast hoppers. Those are on the front of our consist. The ABA set I'm running are 2 powered A units, so it's 2 dual motors. There's lots of power, so I'm not too worried about it. But I don't want to fry my new engine pulling this pretty heavy consist here. So we'll see. We'll see. I might take those like die-cast hoppers off, throw them over underneath the coal mine, and we can then run the Christmas engine. Santa Fe, what's up, Roscoe? How's it going? GP9 came in. Yeah, I saw that. It was pretty cool. That is a pretty sweet engine. So that Mecha engine Rail Chief's talking about is a really it's a cool engine, but it reminds me of like there were the racing stripe that came out in the 90s, like early TMC era. MCC function with DC motors, but those were like the racing engines that Lionel did. They're called like the Hot Rod series. I think I've seen those around, but it's like a rehash of those. So I thought that was really cool. The ones Lionel came out with were like flames on them with some racing stripes. So it's a really cool idea. I'm glad they revisited that. What's up? At this point, Menards has better quality locos. Oh God. Oh man. It's hard to say. Like the oh God, micro racers. I remember those. What's up, Glenn? How's it going? Peter, how's it going? Can't wait to see the new engine run. Oh yeah, we'll run it later. I'll just take off the 2 heaviest cars of the train that weigh like they're just crazy heavy. They're die-cast cars. Deal with some Western Maryland tire. So caboose I picked up at the what was it? Kutztown show. Sorry, my brain's totally fried right now. It's been a very long day at work. Baking out in the sun. It's a pretty awesome day though. It was pretty sweet. Legacy Polar Express Berkshire came in last Friday, waiting for the passenger cars. Yeah, I heard about that from a friend of mine. Bill up top. He's like the first comment in here. He's explaining that the other day, how the cars aren't ready, but the engines are here. Toy Exchange has a ballast hamper. Sweet. Yeah, those are cool. I'll probably end up collecting some MOW stuff in the future, but right now I got to concentrate on the actual layout itself. It's really painful. I've bought several engines since I've started the layout upgrade here. Just not as many as I'd hope. I've got a couple Steam engines that are on like my eBay list right now that I've liked, or hit the heart on some of the items on eBay. Those have been sitting there for a while, so we'll see what happens with those. Yeah, so the Christmas engine, I will say, guys, I bought it at a shop. I bought up at the station. The station's in outside of Lemoyne, Pennsylvania. So right across the bridge from Harrisburg, essentially. It was expensive. I'm not going to lie. It was probably like for a Rail King engine, it's expensive, but it's an exclusive engine, whatever. And it would have cost about the same to buy a ready to run set from Lionel to buy this single engine. So when I got in the car, I was like, oh God, what have I done? I bought a really, really expensive piece for what it is. So not really too much of a fan of paying for it. trust the Lionel starter set line. That's basically. I'm also not running this train under the tree. So trying to get, there we go. Fix my chair. There we go. So I will not be running this engine underneath the Christmas tree only because I have 2 cats that would probably destroy the thing. So under the tree, I'll be running like some post-war stuff. My Polar Express conventional set is it's somewhat indestructible. So those types of things are perfect for under the Christmas tree. If it falls over or whatever, it's not going to fall apart. But it's going to be for up here. New Cumberland. There you go. New Lionel Prairies. Oh, Lion Chief Prairies look remade. Yeah, I'm ready to run set price point. It's ready to run point, but also it's not Lion Chief Plus, which it's like, I think at this point, everything should be Lion Chief Plus. I think it's ridiculous that they're still making Lion Chief locomotives. So I've always talked about this, guys, on the channel. I'm very opinionated when it gets to like command control items. Here's the thing. Ready? So MTH, Proto Sound, Proto 2 and 3 will all run together. And MTH only sells Proto 3 engines right now. It may not be like the best sound set. So if it's like a ready to run set, it's still going to have all the features or sounds potentially as a Premier set or a Rail King. The Lion has operating systems. So basically I can run, okay, so it comes as, okay, this is a basic understanding. If I buy a ready to run set, right, and it has Proto Sound 3, I can run that engine with the same remote or same application using their new TIU. Then I can a $1,200 Proto 2 Blue Goose or, like a big boy. You could double head it. Technically, you could double head it with a Premier engine. You could have this little tiny, Rail King diesel or King steam engine and run it alongside of, something that's way up there in price, one of the Premier engines. Compared to Lionel, it's like, okay, I have a Lion Chief with a remote. Yes, they have the universal remote. Some of them are Bluetooth now. When Lion Chief first came out, TMCC was still out. They would have had Cruise at that point. But the problem I had, you're coming out with these different things. We're talking almost, Lion Chief's been out for at least 10 years at this point. They should just make everything Lion Chief Plus so it can run with your TMCC or Legacy remote. It just makes sense. I'm sorry, but it really drives me crazy. It irritates me the fact that you're going to buy a ready-to-run set that has a remote tethered to it, like not physically tethered, but it's like this remote. Like, let's just pretend this is a Lion Chief remote. This remote controls that engine. It automatically, it just doesn't sit well with me. But I think everything should be Lion Chief Plus. Seriously, like, come on. If I can buy an ERR board that's like this big to fit in, my Hiawatha set for a certain price, I think they should be able to put that board in everything. So it's just how it is. It's my opinion. I'm sorry. I enjoy Lionel stuff. Trust me. If I didn't like Lionel, guys, I would not have a Lionel clock above my sign or next to it. I wouldn't have just, what was it, the USRA Mikado. Trust me. I enjoy Lionel a lot. But some stuff just, to me, does not make sense other than to save money. Everything comes down to money. So it's just very frustrating. But like I can still run, or before I sold it, I could still run my starter set double headed to the diesels that we're running tonight. So it's stuff like that. So Fish, I believe they could. I've seen, that's actually a good point. So Western Maryland that will be running tonight, I have seen videos online of them mixing ALCO FAs with EMDB units, or Also seen them mix. There's a video of an RS3, which is an ALCO. What was it? It was double headed with a EMD switcher. So they could run them, I believe, interchangeably. The electronics, I believe, had to be standard for them to run or standardized, but I have seen that. Runs better in conventional. I've heard that before. I used to run everything conventional until like 2 years ago. So it's pretty cool. Hey, Corey, how's it going? Rabs Trains, what's up? Oh, God, different Lion Chief. Oh, God, 2.0 and 5. I have honestly no idea. I didn't know there's different types of Lion Chief. So I guess Lion Chief 5.0 has the Bluetooth. If that's the modern one, it has Bluetooth and a couple other things. So it just gets complicating. With them, not perfect either. They made scale, semi-scale, Rail King stuff. There's also Loco Sound, which is another conventional platform of MTH. But Proto 2 started using DCS, which is this remote right here with their brick. And then Proto 2 and 3 essentially are the same. Proto 3 have a couple more features. There's like playable whistles, a little bit more sound options. What's the other thing with Proto 2? There's also a 5-volt variation, and there's a 3-volt board variation. So there you go. There you go, Dave. Lion Chief 2.0 can be operated by TMCC. So I think, honestly, all of the stuff now should be TMCC operable. Like, sets out there that I've been looking at, I would love to run them with TM. I just hate that remote. I can't stand the single remote for that set. I need like a whole box of remotes. I know they sell the universal remote, but it's like they just should have just made everything TMCC, in my opinion. But that's just an opinion. I don't want to make anyone upset. Like I said, I do enjoy Lionel. Like I said, I've got the Lionel train clock behind me, 2 beautiful signs. I've got another Lionel train sign next to that here. For anyone that's new to the channel, there you go. This whole wall is Lionel trains. Like, got the tin plate sign. I've got the foam board sign that I bought. This is actually, where is it? I can do it. This sign right here was actually purchased above the Choo Choo Barn. There used to be a shop upstairs that sold a bunch of train memorabilia. It's actually where I got these 3. So that train shop, well, wasn't really just a everything shop. They're like some trains, T-shirts, postcards, stickers. I think I bought Train Simulator from that shop, but it was upstairs above the Choo Choo Barn, above the train shop. They sold all kinds of cool stuff, and that's where I picked up all 3 of these signs. The foam sign that you guys just saw. This clock, where is it? This one actually works. It needs a battery, but that was at my parents' house, and the train fell off, which is kind of ironic. But the train no longer runs around. I also took out the batteries for that. It has a photo sensor, so when it detects the lights on in the room, then it will activate every hour the train going around the loop. But I don't want that going off at 2 a.m. It'll scare the daylights out of me. I might be wrong with the 5.0. Don't forget the like button. Thank you so much. What's up, David? How's it going? Not upset. I don't like remotes. I don't blame you. Better smoke units. Never heard of 5.0. I think it says 2.0. It's all right. No worries. I only have one Lion Chief engine. It's on the shelf. It's my Doodlebug. Hey, Thomas Trains, how's it going? Yeah, the Doodlebug's on the shelf. I'm definitely not running that tonight. I'd have to take off all these cars and whatever. But that's a great runner. It's an MTH tooling that they took I was really upset. It's a single motor unit, which really sucks. Like for the price point, it should have two motors. But I am glad it's not like a K line motor setup in there. So it's just the way it is. Conductor John, MTH train. Hey, how's it going? MTH is actually ergonomically the best for the money. PS2 3 running DCS. Uh, yeah, 14-year-old converted. Okay. So I've got, oh God, how many TMCC conversions on this layout? Only because people will tell me ERR, go with ERR. Well, a couple things. Um, you only get like 5 whistles with ERR, or 4 whistles. I've had 2 boards that were different. I had like large steam and small steam, or no, sorry, large and medium steam boards. Both sounded almost identical. Once I got them to the house, they may have sent me the wrong one. I don't know. Their diesel sounds are really good, though. I will say the ERR does a great option for diesels. But honestly, I can get whatever sounds I want through MTH. So, and they have all their sound files available, which is awesome. But now I've upgraded a Camel. How many Camelbacks? No, one Camel, my 280. I've upgraded these ALCOs because they had a blown P5 or P2 5-volt board and a slave. So these are upgraded with P3. That was Williams. Now it's P3. What else? A K-line TMCC K4 with it's a streamline K4. God, what else? Oh, a G5, and there's a couple other diesels I did. And I also did a Conrail E33 electric, an Atlantic. That was TMCC. A Mikado, that's TMCC. So you can throw them in anything, really, as long as it's got a flywheel. It'll work, really. What's up, Sean? How's it going? Didn't really pull long consists. Okay, so the Doodlebug, that's a good point, Ethan. So the Maryland, Pennsylvania would usually pull their Doodlebug with a car, a rail post office, and an extra coach. The most I've ever seen a Doodlebug pull on the MPA or caboose behind it for an office car. But historically, like their final run was the RPO car. I believe that's at the Baltimore and Ohio Rare Museum in Baltimore with their Doodlebug. So it was a very short consist. They could fit, I forgot how many passengers the Doodlebug could fit. Maybe like 40 passengers or so. Hey, what's up, Philip? How's it going? 7-inch spike. That's pretty cool. Is it your robot or you here? Oh God, the robot. Okay, I've seen. So, Sean has done a phenomenal job on the the B9, I believe. B9. I don't want to call it droid, but it's a robot. It is absolutely amazing. It is the most piece of machinery I've ever seen run. Like that has all these cool and crazy features that are just out of this world. I mean, it is out of this world. It's lost in space, but that droid is pretty awesome. Yep, the B9. So I actually, this is crazy. So my mom, way back when, was talking about Lost in Space, and this is when Netflix first came out. We're like, you had to put the disc in the envelope, send it out. You get a new one like 3 or 4 days later. So my mom and I sat down together and watched every season or every episode of every season of Lost in Space up until like the later color Lost in Space. I didn't really like the colored edition. So like when they went from black and white to color, it just kind of lost it for me. The costumes were kind of goofy. They look like very rainbow-esque. It just looked kind of goofy. And then Dr. Smith kept on becoming more of like a buffoon rather than like this mad scientist Russian spy doctor guy. So after a while, I was like, this is kind of goofy, but I loved it. I loved the show. It's a really cool show. You can see a lot of ideas from like Star Trek and such. Just amazing. Also had like the boy that played Will Robinson was also in what do you call it? Twilight Zone in a lot of their episodes. So I remember seeing those actors in Lost in Space, also in Twilight Zone, kind of interchanging. So it's a really cool, cool bridge of movie theatrical history. I love the show. I don't know where to find it. I'm sure someone lost on the internet has all the Lost in Space. Yeah, Sean, it was like, oh man, the movie is different than the show. The show is like classic sci-fi. It's awesome. Memorabilia at the toy exchange. That's all Sean. He's got the collection. I'm probably not allowed to collect anything else other than the trains up here. I've got enough. Got enough stuff. It's on Blu-ray now. Oh, sweet. Sweet. Yeah, I remember seeing the Netflix series. I was just like, this is not the same. Um, really quick before we run stuff, let me show you guys what's been going on up here with upgrading this beautiful layout to get it to something that's like more of more of a scale head layout compared to the toy train aspect, but there are some toy train aspects on here. Nothing's perfect, like my bubble tower in the back there that you guys like. Also, the some of the features of the layout I plan on adding are from like Plasticville and such. So you guys will see some of that later on. But let's get you over to the fill up station. And this model, detailed models I've ever get there in a second. Up. All right. Sorry about that, guys. And there it is. This is a fancy Phillips station. Get you guys in here closer. Got stuff all over the floor. This is actually they call it a Danbury mint piece. It's meant to sit on a shelf or a mantle. It has a plug-in in the back for the normal lights. But with this one, I ended up upgrading it with LEDs. So there are 2 LED strips. One is inside of the shop here. The other one's inside the store to shine down. There's also another one up top. Right, shines down through the entrance. I've got a guy sweeping a floor in there. I'm just kind of hanging out. Now these have like a huge lip on the bottom. So what I did was actually cut. You can cut in the foam to hide that lip, and it sits nice and even. Very similar to what I did to the water tower. So the bubble water tower and a lot of other accessories have this huge like lip to them, and it's to hide like mechanics or access points. So yeah, this one is one of my favorite stations. Other one, or no, I don't have it anymore. I gave it away to one of my friends. I had a what is it? Sinclair with the dinosaurs all over it. But that one faced the wrong way up here, and I just didn't want it to break. And I'm like, someone else can enjoy this. I had the Texaco, Shell, Golf, and Sinclair. I sold the Shell and the Texaco at one of the train shows. These go on eBay for crazy, out of this world money. I don't understand why. I mean, they're beautiful, but they are really meant to sit on a shelf and just kind of sit there, put some like die cast cars in front of it, but also has a running clock up here. Now if you guys remember, this piece used to be in the corner, like back there where these buildings are right now, just sitting there to kind of place items on the layout. But The problem was is that first off, you couldn't actually see in the building in that corner, and also accessing this model for either changing the battery for the clock was impossible. So I took out the battery temporarily just because, but I thought the building has like so much detail, and being up and close on this side of the layout, you'll be able to see inside there and get more, get a better look at this piece rather than being back in a corner. So I thought it was kind of cool. We also added a railroad crossing right here and a Texaco sign. So like right in front of the gas station, right? We added some competition to our golf, which is kind of dirty, but it is what it is. Let me see if I can get some of this. Nope, it's just gonna flash. So these are the LEDs. You guys are seeing the refresh rate in the LEDs. I do apologize for that, but this is like an old billboard for Texaco. Now the crossing gates, guys, I didn't want anything too crazy. These fit the time period that I'm going for, like 40s, 50s. So they work when the locomotive or cars enter the block, and the block starts, let's see, right about where this cup is. Starts there and goes all around to where it is on the other side, which is, let's see if I can show you guys. There it is. So the block starts here. You can see that gap in the track right here. It's about where that's at. So, yep. So this is what I'm going for here. In this section, we're going to add the diner. So that's up and close in this area right about where these, actually, no, sorry. The diner should end up approximately in this corner right here, facing out, like towards us this way. So I have to add this extension. We'll add the diner, and it should look really cool. So I'll have a nice diner. We'll have some cars sitting out, like a car show. In the back, this is a Menards. I took this idea from Sean's layout because he has the same exact building, and it is building. I just did not know what to do with it or place it because of the limited space back where the window is. So he has a very similar setup. He has two tracks that I believe there's a switch between them. So I thought this was a cool place to put the corner store in this back corner here to kind of hide the beveled roof up here. You can place all kinds of cars out front for the bar. And then also I did a custom lighting package with this as well. The Menards lighting did not work, so I ended up ripping it all out. I put in a recessed light underneath, right where that's at. It's got the hang down lights, and also up top on the steps. The original lighting is just an LED that kind of pokes out, but I want it a little bit more detailed, so I added my own lamps in there. So this is the new section, and if you're around here, make some more comments. We're coming up on here, so get some trains running for sure. What's up, Brian Rock? Also got Philip Bender saying hi to everyone. What's up, John? How's it going? And ES from New Jersey. Got Radar in here. Everyone's here. It's awesome. Thank you guys so much. We've got lots of people watching. So let's get these trains fired up here. Tonight we're running a lashed up ALCO FA set from MTH. Originally it was PS2 with a 5-volt board and totally died. But my friend actually sold me the tooling, and I was able to upgrade them. So here we go. Let's fire them up. And it helps to add power. There we go. Oh, God, FA1 or FA2? I'm not sure. Tonight we are using bubblegum smoke fluid. Those are the two heavy hoppers up front. We have some larger Western Maryland hoppers in the back. And then we get into our box cars here. Got a damage-free car. We have a B&O automobile car, a Fireball box car, 2 Western Maryland boxes, and then we have a Nestle North America car, and then a Western Maryland radio-equipped caboose. Always love that logo. It says radio-equipped. Stuff is so cool. Yeah, bubblegum's great on this one. Oh, wow. Look at this smoke coming out here. So these are probably the craziest smoked upgrades I've ever upgraded. Check this out. Oh, yeah. It's like a vape cloud out of there. Yeah, these units smoke like crazy. Hey, thanks, Train Man. What's up, the Creative Mind? How's it going? Welcome to the channel. Church Strains, hello, hello. Now, these ALCOs do not have the traditional Typhoon horns that you would hear. I just was not a huge fan of that. So I really wanted them to sound different. So that's why I added the multi-chime horn. I have thought about reconverting them back to the Typhoon horns just to get them as a classic sound. But, oh well. You got to have smoke with an ALCO, exactly. Yeah, and these are the best smokers. Afraid to use diesel scented smoke. Yeah. Hey, Fish, have a good night. Thank you so much for stopping in. There we go, at the filling station in the background. There's a couple pieces here. Guys, I forgot to mention in this corner, turn these trains down a little bit. What I plan on doing right here is actually adding this building that's right here, this dye building. It says like Acme Dyes. We're going to turn that into the dairy. We're going to put that right in here. So I'll have a nice building for that, for the new extension. So just a couple of things there. But the I know for 20 like $26 a piece, and they're really hard to find. So yeah, they barely get a chance to turn off. Train's already in the block. Can't get rid of the smell. Oh, with the diesel smell. I have an S2 with a Nathan 5 chime. Very nice. Loud ain't the word. Oh, God. Yeah, these engines like to clog up with smoke and everything, but I just gotta let them do their thing. Yeah, the B unit does not have a smoking. We call it the Switch you guys over to. There we go. Turn up the revs on the ALCOs. So over here, guys, I was actually working on some more detail work for the MOW camp. Let's get this camera to focus. There we go. Added some more trees and also added some cars here. I actually bought this dump truck from Cool Trains as well. He had that available. The vehicles that you guys see, they actually say Pennsylvania Railroad Maintenance on them. One says yard maintenance. The other one says track maintenance on it. So I thought that was kind of cool. Picked those up for a great price. Lightning in the clouds. Yeah, it's really close to the ceiling of layout. Here, I get you guys raised up here. There we go. Really quick. Yeah, both his diesels are still smoking. Around. So if you go over here, this is the coal mine scene I've been working on too. And there's the new truck I picked up. I did some weathering on it, just some dirt. Nothing too crazy. Didn't want to cover up all the detail on the truck, but I think it looks pretty good for what it is. I think one of my favorite scenes that's going to be to film is going to be doing this right here. Getting the engine coming out of the tunnel right there. think it's going to be like one of my favorite shots on the layout. It's added the MOW shack and everything. Got the tall tail. You can actually turn the lights up a little bit. Let's try this out. So there we go. The lumberyard is done. So it's a good question. We can take out there real quick. Get you guys up to the lumberyard. So let's activate the lumberyard. Here we go. There we go. Patch on 720. Oh God, I'm so sorry. Yeah, so the mill is running right now. It's just kind of hard to see the saw blade moving. There we go. It's one of my favorite things to do with MTH engine. All right, guys, really quick, I'm going to swap out these. I'm going to swap out these engines for the Christmas engine. Yeah, so liquid smoke will work in a post-war engine. I was just told not to mix pellets, the old pellets, and at all. Big debate about that too, but you can buy the resistor kits to fix them if they do clogged up. There we go. All right, so I'll be right back. The new locomotive. We'll set you guys over here. You guys can enjoy the scenery mess right here for a hot second. Gotta crawl under here and grab our new locomotive. right. All right. And I got to take off the die-cast hoppers real quick. All right, so this this consist is like 20 pounds lighter now. The two die-cast cars are extremely heavy. All right, let's get our new diesel lined up here. Let's see. Appears to be on the track. All right, so let's fire up here. And this is new for 24. So it's called the Santa ES44 AC. So get you guys down here in a second. Let me fire it up. Did you get a triplex? No. I'll be around here in a second, guys. All right, so here she is. So this is the new Santa diesel from MTH. And it is a Rail King, so it's not the full-size monster of typical MTH ES44s. But this one is pretty sweet. It's got the ditch lights in the front, the move. It's got the new style digital bell, which is kind of funny because I hear that bell all the time at work on our locomotives. So listen to this. Which is AC64s or ACS64 or whatever, City Spinner. So you get that nice digital bell sound, but the horn sounds great. I love the horn on this thing. It does the forward sound, reverse. It also does the crossing. It also has a bunch of other different sounds, like sound number, 3 here? And then it calls out like a bunch of reindeer and stuff. And let's see. Where is... Oh, you can do coupler slack sound. Yes, it's always a fun option with MTH. And there's also... Looking for more sounds here. That's it. We have a couple sounds. It's not a whole lot. Basically, it says Santa open enough to give out any coal this year. They do like a little checklist. So it's pretty cool. So I wonder if we can do the PFA sounds on here. If there are PFA. Let's see. See if I can find PFA. Oops. If it has passenger sounds. I think it's set up as a freight. Yeah, so there's no PFA sounds, which stands for passenger freight announcements, but you think it would have it. Let's see. Here we go.
Wonderful! Tell the bell, let everybody know we're here.
There we go. So it does have PFA. It's got Santa sleigh bells.
Hey Santa, there's one more traffic just ahead. Wonderful! Tell the bell, let everybody know we're here.
All right, so I don't know if it's gonna do like an automatic, but you hear like the bells of Santa. That's kind of cool. Let's get her to move first.
Hey Santa, there's one more traffic just ahead. Wonderful! Tell the bell, let everybody know we're here.
So I think it just does that sound right there. That's kind of cool. Rabs, it was expensive. Sadly, it was really expensive. I think they retail like a little over $4, and that's what I picked it up for. It was pretty expensive. I mean, you got to pay the big bucks to hear Santa's bells, I guess. It's just kind of cool. I mean, hey, Aaron, how's it going? Thank you so much. Doing great. No, those coal loads on the larger Western Maryland cars are actually underneath they're stamped MTH. So they're like MTH's coal loads. I guess they're like earlier MTH cars. I'm not exactly sure. What's up, Hunter? No, all of ours are manual. So we get the smoker to work. That is one complaint I do have about this engine, is that the smoke unit does not want to put out anything until you like do the revs. Yeah, it's now starting to smoke. I've been putting Magic Mint in this one. So I don't know if this engine just needs a little bit to like heat up, but that is one thing I've noticed about it. It's like the smoke unit. Doesn't do anything. Yeah, it's actual coal, but glued in. It's pretty cool. Yeah, peppermint scent, that would be great. I do like the lights on the side. That is a lot of fun. But it is a great runner. Can't complain. It's my biggest Christmas gift to myself this year, I guess. This is it. Set you guys in a different scene here on the layout. And then we'll probably end the stream around 9:15. Just have to wake up very early for work. But let's see. There we go. Hey, Radar, have a good night. Thank you so much for stopping in. You remember those days? Yeah, I got to make money somehow, from trains and electricity and all that fun stuff. Except the lights in blue. Woodlands are pretty nice. They're a nice option, honestly. I really do like woodlands. So for this layout, guys, Radar said now, have a good night. Thank you so much for stopping in. For this layout, guys, I've been going through a different approach. So like figurines that are a little bit further away, I usually go with woodlands, but then figurines that are like up close, I'm going to go with Artista. And if it's like my what do you call it? The lumberjack scene. Those are all woodland scenics, guys. They look perfect. But for like my station and such, I used a lot of Artistas. Actually, I turn off the smoke unit. Let this engine cool down a little bit. But no, this is a fun engine. It's growing on me. At first, I was just like, "Oh God, what am I doing?" I had to retire. You'll miss it someday. What's up, Daniel? How's it going? Yeah, I've actually got 28 years to go on the railroad before I can retire. 28 more years. Haven't missed it yet. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm already at 2 years on the railroad. I love it. Absolutely the best job ever. Which catalog? The part 2 or? Hey Corey, thank you so much. It's been great, honestly. About what? How many more days? 15 days. Been 2 years on the railroad. I can't even believe it. It's been gone by so fast. Off, which is terrifying. Hey, thanks for Jewel. Yeah, it's definitely flown by. I was not expecting it to fly by this fast. It's actually pretty funny. Today we're at a part on the railroad I haven't been in about 2 years, and the piece of rail that I used to learn how to cut rail was still set up on a bunch of blocks and some pieces of railroad tie. I was like, "Yep, that's for me." 2 years ago. G scale is pretty cool. It's definitely really cool to film because it's. But I really do appreciate all the scale trains out there. But G scale is probably one of the most fun to film just because how big the cars are and the amount of detail and such. It's really cool. It did kind of scare me there. The sawmill went off on its own. So like yesterday, yeah, same here. I can't believe it. That Christmas, I will say, guys, I've been kind of in a Christmas funk for like the last 2 years. Not because of, um, not all because of my job. Like I started, it was really crazy. So the week I started with the railroad, my job, 2 weeks, had a set that I was leaving, but then, I didn't care. I had the new job. You guys have all been there before, I'm sure. But I was happy to start a new job. But then Christmas time, it was a difficult time that year because I honestly didn't get paid from the railroad until about 6 weeks at the railroad. So I had to gap that amount of time. So a lot of my friends and such were out, partying it up and getting gifts and stuff. I was like, no, I got to stay in budget because I won't get paid until, I don't think I got paid until the second week of January. It was really rough. It was a rough time. Um, but last Christmas, I believe I was away from home. So, yeah, the sawmill's gone off by itself. So, it was a difficult year. Um, we're in a better place and everything. Christmas diesel right here running for you guys. So, good luck charm. But that first year, I will say, had some growing pains. All train wannabes. Oh, God. It's funny. I had a gentleman ask me at the train shop recently. Actually, turn the engine off really quick. Um, Sawmill's going to run its paces, but it was really crazy. So I had a gentleman ask me at the train shop, "Are you surrounded by other guys that enjoy trains?" And I said, "Honestly, no." And it's surprising. So a lot of the railroad guys that I work with have no interest in model or toy trains. One of my buddies that's been in my gang for a little bit, we've hung out outside of work and stuff. He has a slight interest in trains or model railroading, but they're also into like art and stuff. So it kind of goes hand in hand with that. So it's interesting. Like you work for the railroad, there are very very few model enthusiasts. There's one other person that's in my gang right now that he runs HO trains, but it's almost like unspoken. Like if you talk about model railroading or anything like that, they just call you a foamer and it's the end of the day. It's like you're done. Another guy asked me recently, like, how are you into trains and you work at the railroad? Well, it's different. Like this is an expression of art and creativity. Railroad, it's a job, it's a career. I mean, it's a job every day. That is a career. Let's just say that it turns into a career. I'm going to retire from the railroad, so it's something that I look forward to going to every day because you feel like you're doing, you're setting yourself up for the future and retirement. So it's kind of cool. But it's not the same as this. I don't get to run trains at work. I don't get to wire stuff at work. I get to fix track. So it's very important. I do love my job, but when I come here, it's not work to me. It's kind of like, it's just a way to get away to your own land up here. Wiring up gas stations and crossing gates kind of, helps out a little bit. Also, running some of the older models and stuff. It's just a lot of fun. Up on my channel is like going bonkers. It has over 4,000 views. So extremely thankful for that. It really does help out. View counts. And it just really means a lot to me. The channel is growing dramatically. So I'm really, really thankful for you guys watching those videos and such. I plan on doing a lot more layout videos this season. I'd like to get up to someone told me like the Jersey High Railers or something has an event coming up, possibly one of the last ones. So I definitely want to try to get up there. It's a hike. It's like a 3-hour hike, but I think it's going to be worth filming and checking out their layout. So that's been in my plans for a little bit to get up there, but I didn't realize how far it is. It's like 3.5 hours from my house, but we'll make it happen. Potentially. We'll see. A couple other layouts I like to film that are local. Unfortunately, my local Christmas. So it's very, very sad. Left shows till February. Oh, very cool. Okay. So we'll definitely have to do something out there. And there's also there's another local railroad layout that we'll have to see. Anyone going to their Arbutus train show? That's another cool event right there. So 32 years. There you go. But yeah, guys. So if you guys have any ideas for any of train layouts in Pennsylvania you'd love to see on the channel, please send me an email. I'd really appreciate it. Someone was asking for a model train layout schedule. I don't have one. There used to be one on the internet for Maryland, but I haven't seen one in a while. So we'll have to see what's out there. But anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for watching my videos. Really does mean a lot. Lots of new subscribers this week and this month. So thank you all so much. Really does mean a lot. I'll be doing a review on this diesel very, very soon, out probably on Black Friday, because to me, it's not Christmas time until the turkey's over. So it'll be traditional here. After Thanksgiving, it's Christmas. So, but yeah, I will be reviewing this beautiful diesel. But anyways, guys, have a great night. Happy railroading. Have a great night. Rest your week as well. Sorry, my brain is totally fried right now. We'll see you guys next time. See ya.